Hello YouTube, Adam the Piper here. Just got off work, thought I'd do a little video. Don't think I'm going to have a chance to do a video at the end of the week for St. Patrick's Day like I was planning, so happy St. Patrick's Day. Early. I'm sitting out at the park today, Storybook Land, if anybody ever gets a chance, look that up on the internet. It's kind of neat. Everything's fairy tales and Wizard of Oz themed out here, so kind of neat though. Smoking my Rossi pipe with some Big and Burly in it today. Not quite warm enough yet to sit outside. It's coming though. Figured I'd just kind of get on here and my video for the video response that we were going to do for the pipe giveaway. I figured I'd kind of do one, two beans I asked everybody else. So I figured we'd talk about how I got into pipe smoking. And ironically, the first thing that I thought about pipe smoking is the one thing I absolutely cannot stand. So when I was younger, there was a couple that used to babysit us, and he used to smoke a pipe. I still remember he used to bring in an ice cream bucket that had his tobacco in it and 2 or 3 pipes laying inside of it. He smoked, it was an apple scented tobacco. I could still see the package. And I've seen it a few times on Facebook too, but I guess I've never looked for it either. I've never seen it on any of those, never stumbled across it anyway, for these, for the online tobacconists, I guess. But for years and years and years, I could still remember that smell. And then we lived in a small town called named Groton when I was growing up, and our next door neighbor smoked a pipe, or had smoked a pipe. He had quit and given me 2 of his because I thought they were just kind of cool. And then after, I figured, why not? You know, of course, we weren't quite legally able to buy our own tobacco, but I had managed to get my hands on. I think the first one I ever smoked was half and half. Still can't smoke that stuff to this day. I smoked, I don't know how many pouches full of that. I never did like it, but I didn't realize that there was different options in that area that we had. And then when I turned 18, it had only been a few months. When I turned 18, I went up and I bought a pouch of Velvet. At the time, I thought it was the greatest thing since sliced cheese. Now I'm not such a big fan of Velvet. A lot of my estate pipes that I have, not that I have a whole lot, they've got a smell to them. And I've done the alcohol and salt treatments to them, and I just can't quite get rid of the ghost that's in the pipe. I couldn't figure out what it was that somebody had smoked so heavily in it. Well, just recently I'd bought a pouch of Velvet, and I loaded it up just for old time's sake, and I figured out what was in that pipe that smelled so terrible. And I don't know if it's just because it had been smoked so much, or if the pipe had been sitting there so long with the cake in it, what the deal was, but that's the first thing that came to mind when I lit that pipe up. We didn't have very many options. I think there was 3 of them I'd smoked for, 4 of them I'd smoked for years. It was a half and half first, the Velvet, and Prince Albert. Boy, I still smoke that stuff quite a bit. It's just a great all-around smoke for an over-the-counter blend. And then Smoker's Pride Cherry and Whiskey flavored. That's the other one, but I still can't stomach it. It's like a favorite food that you have, and then if you ever get the flu or you get sick and then you try to eat that food right afterwards, it just kind of, it don't sit right with your stomach and it's not quite as good as it used to be. That'd be the Smoker Pride's blends. And then they're really goopy. But those 2 pipes that our neighbor had given me, I smoked those things, and of course I didn't know the first thing about smoking a pipe. Figured it was like cigarettes. They just keep burning, and I got so frustrated because I kept going out. Speaking of things going out, excuse me. I'd keep puffing on the pipes just to keep them going. And I mean, the one was Medico, I think they're Brylon pipes. I got that thing so hot at one time when I went to go take it out of my mouth because I just let it hang. It actually burnt my hand and blistered it. That pipe didn't stay around for very much longer. I think I threw it away, and I really regret doing that. And then I had Dr. Grabo was the other one he had given me. And I actually smoked that one so hot for so long. One day I was smoking it. I went to go grab hold of it. And when I not squeezed it, but went to go cup it like that, it actually felt soft. I didn't know what it was. I figured the pipe was just shot. So I sat it aside, and it sat on my desk for, I think, till I turned 21 or 22. I never touched it. I bought another one. I'd come to find out one day I'm like, oh, do something I haven't done for a while. So I picked it up and packed it full of Prince Albert, and wouldn't you know, even long after the pipe the tobacco was used up, the pipe was still smoldering. So I had it significantly hot and well burnt out. It was quite a learning curve, and I never knew anything about tampers and pacing yourself. I started smoking cigarettes, and it just kind of me, I didn't know you weren't supposed to inhale either. I always told everybody, well, what's the point of smoking if you're not going to inhale? Well, we've gotten a few tobaccos now where I can't inhale if I wanted to. I start choking up and I turn every color under the sun. And it's not good for you. So, but yeah. And then I started getting on YouTube here a couple years ago. I bought another set of pipes and gave it another try, and I was visiting with a tobacconist in Sioux Falls, and he got me set up with a tamper and kind of explained to me what I was doing wrong and what I should do. And he was kind of the old codger. Yeah, you only need one good pipe. I go, well, how long does a pipe last you? And he goes, well, a good pipe should last you about a year. Well, I thought that was just kind of normal, but after learning the stuff that I have about smoking pipe, could have saved a lot of really nice pipes that I've gone through. But live and learn. Then I got onto YouTube. Found Matches 860. As a matter of fact, it was about a year ago exactly now. I was just looking at the messages that I'd sent him then. I think I watched every single video that he had. It took months. I think I still find a video every once in a while that I haven't seen, and then just kind of took everything that he said and different tobaccos, and I asked him a few questions about tobaccos, because when I was smoking at my fullest, I was 2 to 3 packs a day, and my body was so accustomed to having the nicotine, but I wanted to quit smoking so bad that I needed something that I could gradually work down from, but get into the habit of not inhaling. And I wanted something that tasted good, and I was just getting tired of over-the-counter blends. I think the first actual real tobacco that I had gotten was plum pudding. I heard everything about it, and before I really realized all the different, you know, aromatics, Balkans, Englishes, before I knew what any of that was. So I got this, ordered this container, this tin of plum pudding, and I was excited. I had wanted it for months, and I just never couldn't quite bring myself to buy it because I didn't like buying things online. Finally I bought it, came in the mail, and I opened it up, took one whiff of it, and that was not plum pudding. That is not what I was thinking it was going to be. Come to find out, I absolutely love plum pudding. It's great stuff, but that initial smell, and I packed the pipe up just a little bit in there. I didn't know what to think of it. I mean, it was like nothing I'd ever had before, but it turns out to be one of my, not everyday smoke, but quite frequent. So with that being said, it's just come a long way. Learned a lot from everybody in the YouTube pipe community. Like I said, Matches being one of them. I've listened to, I mean, everybody. I can't even tell you. Jeremy Larsen down in Sioux Falls. He's another YouTube pipe presenter. If you guys get a chance, check him out. You know, it was, like I said, a learning curve. So, but I suppose I got to get going, guys. If I don't get a chance to do another video, happy St. Patrick's Day. If you go and partake in green adult beverages, be safe. Don't be drinking and driving, guys. So, have a good day. Hey guys, forgot to mention, got the pipe in Monday for the giveaway. So we're almost there. Yeah, so it's in and ready to go. All we got to do is get 100 subs, and we'll get it given away. So be safe, everybody. Have a good rest of the week. Thanks for watching. Happy smokes.